Hello my beauties, how are we all today, and welcome to another Foot Soldiers News brought to you by me, Super Grand Grot Bags. Basically here to cover what's getting on people's tits, from scaremongering to outright hypocrisy. We're just going to get it covered here. Anyway, I've had to write myself an idiot board today because there's quite a bit to cover. I am going to get it done as quick as I can, but I was better writing this down, otherwise I could see me doing 2 or 3 videos before I actually get it all in. So, here we go. Yesterday we covered the whole smoking decreases your chances of getting COVID, or the virus, or whatever you want to call it. But weed increases the chance of you getting this virus. Well, just after I uploaded my video yesterday, another one come to light. Oh, the joys. So, before we hit today's subject, I'm just going to cover this one. Another mainstream media article. Drinking alcohol makes people more vulnerable to coronavirus. I'll get my teeth in, shall I? The World Health Organization warns. So, the first thing that popped into my head was a virus named after a light beer. You can just imagine where my head went. But, hey, can't win them all. So for the good of the good of our health, we've had pubs, theatres, cinemas, restaurants, amongst many other things closed with this lockdown, then told smoking's okay but weed and alcohol isn't. Is anyone else seeing this? Because blinkers or not, you should be seeing this. Call me old-fashioned. I don't need to put the words in your mouth. Do the research. It's not hard. There's a pattern appearing. So basically, yeah, all the above. Is it a virus? Oh, there's definitely something out there. But joining the dots isn't leaving such a clear picture. And moving on. Now this, I could feel steam coming out of my ears this morning. I wish I'd kept the emu so I could beat him with a stick. But prison release scheme suspended after errors. So they've wrongly sent people onto the street in this scheme, so they've had to suspend it until they put tighter measures in place. But, and this is the but, UK freeze hundreds of immigration detainees with nowhere to go. So they was on lockdown in a detention centre, ready to probably get put on the streets of the UK anyway, because we all know where we stand regarding this and the government. But they've got them out of somewhere where there was lockdown and thrown them out on the street. And like it says, a lot of them nowhere to go. Oh dear. Well, we're going to be able to keep track of them lot, aren't we? And then in other news, oh dear. Now, I giggled in one sense because I personally do not like Sadiq Khan at all, in the slightest. I make it quite vocal that I don't like him. But he's been getting a roasting off Alok Sharma. Dude, don't know a lot about you, but good on you. Because Sadiq Khan wanted face masks compulsory in London. So, Alok Sharma decided to tell him that the masks was for the NHS and the frontline staff, which I haven't got a problem with. I think it's a great idea. But if that was actually the case, I would have gone with it a little bit more. But when you've got immigrants coming in on boats and they're giving them masks and PPE stuff that should be going to the NHS and the frontline workers, yeah, you can see where I'm going with that one, can't you? They've been coming in on boats. You've seen the pictures in the mainstream. Yeah, I know it's mainstream, but even when you look outside the mainstream, you can still find these pictures of these people that have just been brought in. No testing, but they're given the PPE and the face masks to protect them. What about us? Where's our protection from them? Anyway. I knew there'd be a pause somewhere because I've lost track of where I'm reading. This is why I try and do it without notes, but every now and again I have a brain fart. It's a typical female thing, I think. We'll never know. So, yeah, the NHS aren't getting them. They've let a load of people out the immigration detention centre, untested. Great. It doesn't take a genius to work out how stupid it is. The duty of care the government should have for the people in this country is just flown well out of the window on a rock. A big rock, probably sent out by a catapult. Because when you look at it, when you speak about duty of care, and this is another one, China exposed. The data's false, and it started in a lab. Now, number one, when I said that, I got called a conspiracy theorist. But then, I'm not the all truth-telling, lying mainstream media, am I? So, I can see why. 2, why the hell are we still funding the WHO? Why are we not following Trump in his footsteps and cutting the funding from the WHO? And why are they shooting us down when we had a chance of this lockdown being loosened off? By saying that the antibody tests might not offer results of a guaranteed immunity. A bit rich, coming from the same organisation that allowed faulty tests to travel all over the globe. The same organisation helping Gates force his vaccine. All I can say, that goes against everybody's human rights. You get a certificate or a card or even chipped, so you can go out and work, or you can travel, get on a bus, plane, train, whatever. Bit hypocritical considering they're allowing immigration or immigrants to come in. On your way, no test. But, hey, it's my opinion, I'm entitled to it. Anyway, I'm going to finish off with today, and I'm going to try not to choke while I say this next bit. I have got to agree with the whole, not the whole Daily Mail, idiot. The Daily Mail today. Why are people who will decide the fate of our country kept a secret? Anyone know who I'm on about here? Where's the transparency? Anyone got a clue? SAGE, the Scientific Advisory Group for Emergencies. It's a massive organisation, apparently with no government control. And the chief scientific advisor, Sir Patrick Vallance, stating, now be careful not to get splinters when you scratch your head after this bit. And this is what he said while stood doing a C19 conference. The total death rates is worth remembering again that the ONS rates are people who have got COVID on their death certificates, but doesn't necessarily mean they were infected because many of them hadn't been tested. So we need to understand the difference. Now I'm sorry, whether we've named anyone or not, would you trust that? I've got no faith in that company at all. Just through that one paragraph, would you trust Sage with that as a statement? Because I don't. Anyway, guys, gave you enough to look into today. I hope you're all staying well. I'm Super Grand Grotbags, and this has been the Foot Soldiers News. Stay safe and look after each other. Bye for now.